Hey y'all. So in this recipe, we're making the smoky lamb in roasted pepper. It's supposed to be a chili, but it turned out to be a soup. I'm having to do a voiceover because I didn't realize it was like 10 minutes into the video that the mic was off, so it wasn't picking up anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and just walk you through what I'm doing right here. I should have preheat my Instant Pot, and I decided to go ahead and do that in my Instant Pot this time because when I put the lamb in, it wasn't cooking because I didn't have it preheated. So I'm just going to go ahead and brown the lamb, and you'll see that the lamb will start to cook, and we're going to get that nice and chopped up. And the recipe does call for olive oil, but I didn't feel like it was necessary because lamb does render juice that allows you to cook like other things in it. And it does say that you can drain it if you like to. I chose not to drain it because it didn't add a lot of liquid or a lot of fat. It was just the right amount for me to cook my veggies. And so right here you see me adding my onions, and it does call for half a cup of onions, bell pepper, and garlic. And the actual measurements for the recipe will be in the description box of the video in case you want to follow along. And it also will include the macros in case you have questions about that. I did cut this recipe in half. I only used half of the lamb. It calls for 1 full pound, but I split it up between the two recipes, this recipe and the stuffed bell peppers. But what I did is to give us a little bit more nutrition. I left all of the veggies at the same measurement and I thought that was a really good idea in order for us to get some of those added nutrients. Now this is sauteing off, and I'm adding in my roasted red bell pepper and the zucchini, and we're gonna go ahead and add in our beans as well. And I've been recording with my mic off, so I'm gonna have to do a voiceover because otherwise you guys won't have any idea what the heck I'm doing. So my bad. I turned it off to prep the veggies and stuff for this dish and forgot to turn it back on, but I just turned it back on, so I'll be talking through the rest of the video. But on the portion of the video that I was just adding the beans and everything, I'm gonna have to do a voiceover. What happens? And for those of y'all who don't know, here are the 4 things that I measured out: was the paprika, the cinnamon, the oregano, and the cumin. I didn't want to have any issues with that. And then I just like to add in my own spices. But for those of y'all who don't know, you can use roasted red bell pepper instead of tomatoes to make you a pico de gallo. I did that a couple times and it was amazing. Of course, you don't have the roasted red bell pepper and the pico. The roasted red bell pepper and tomatoes taste completely different, but to me it was an enhanced flavor. So I've been using the roasted red bell pepper as a sub for tomatoes since I did my wellness workshop, my wellness stuff, since I was working with my wellness coach. So you learn to substitute a lot of different ingredients based on what your dietary needs and your health restrictions are. And in the beginning, it's, life can be a little weird when you're starting to use different things in place of other things. But honestly, if it's things that you've already been eating, you should be okay. I mean, no big deal, right? You should be eventually be okay, because the thing of it is, my pain, the level of pain that I experience and the type of pain that I experience is completely different. Now, this is supposed to be a chili. I don't know about y'all, but this don't look like no chili I've ever had. So, and the recipe did not call for like chili paste or anything like that. So I think what I'm going to do is add some more broth. And that's it. I think I'm going to add, it's not going to be a chili, it's going to be a soup, because to me a chili is thicker than that. So I'm just going to add some more broth, and then what I'm going to do, since everything is really cooked already, I'm going to add the broth, put the top on it, and I'm going to change the cook setting from saute to keep warm, because it's already hot enough where everything can just, you know, stand for whenever we're ready to eat. And I mean, it's just the zucchini and the beans that really need to tenderize. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top on it, and then I'm going to do a pressure for 10 minutes and then release the pressure and then let it stand on warm from there. I'll be back. So I'm letting it go on high for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and let you see what it looked like. All right, everybody, we just released the steam and we're letting it finish out. And then we are going to check our veggies and see if they need to just stay on warm or if we're okay to serve. I'm a little hungry right now, but I think that I'm actually going to wait because I still have to meal prep. Sorry, you guys, I was opening something. I still have to meal prep my shrimp tacos. My back is starting to hurt, so I don't know that I'm going to get to that today. But I decided that I'm going to serve this over. I have these, this brown rice. It's a brown and wild rice cups that I use. And they're a cup of rice each, and so I'm going to do a half of one of the cups. So that'd be half a cup of rice. And the original recipe, which had a whole pound of ground lamb served 4. And I still did the entire portion of the veggies. Let me readjust y'all. Okay. So this is what we're looking like here, because y'all remember I added some more broth. So all the veggies look like they're pretty cooked to me. So this is actually going to be a pretty thin soup. And again, I'm going to have it over rice. Let me show y'all what this is looking like. All right, this is the finished product. This is a smoky lamb and roasted red bell pepper. It's supposed to be a chili, but it's like I added some more broth because there was no thickness to it. So again, I'll leave the recipe in the description box and you can modify it however you want. And we are going to enjoy this for dinner. That's it for today. If you're not already a member of the Fetch fam, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download that app, scan my QR code, and get to scanning those receipts. You might as well take advantage of it. You're already spending the money. The receipts translates into points, the points translates into cash, and you can redeem that cash via store card or cash card, or you can donate to charity. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.